Hey, it's Jamie Moore here. You're on the Off the Ball League of Ireland podcast, and I'm very happy to welcome a super League of Ireland keeper to the studio, James Talbot of Bohemians. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Good after last night, yeah.
Yes, we're chatting Wednesday afternoon, fresh from the Dublin derby win over your rivals Bohs last night. 6,400 fans there, biggest ever League of Ireland crowd at Tala. 2 red cards for Rovers in the first half, another goal for Dinny Corcoran, another clean sheet for you, and another Bohs win over Rovers.
Yeah, amazing. The send-offs killed the game, as people are saying last night and this morning, but overall we played better with 11 men. I was a bit disappointed we went to 9 men. I thought we could have killed the game off. We could have played a bit better, but no, the result, we only wanted to go there and win and close the gap. So no, it was massive. So yeah, I'm buzzing this morning.
Your save from Armagh and F, did it hit your hand or hit your head? Because we have a red card at the other end that the ref thought hit someone's hand but hit their head. But that was an unbelievable save.
Yeah, no, it hit me. It hit me.
Your arm.
Yeah, just in the forearm. It's actually swelling now. So no, it was important. But again, that's all. I think that and the glancing header they had was the only 2 chances they really got. Off set pieces in the second half, but we were quite comfortable. I know obviously there's 9 men, we should be comfortable, but in games like that it's tough with the crowd as well. Again, you said about the crowd, like to be fair to their fans, they stayed around. They you could hear them, like, especially when they were getting on the ball. They got a couple of set pieces again that were a bit, I think myself, anything happens, especially with the referee's decision, which I thought were good decisions, but he could even it up at any time, and the lads knew that, especially with like set pieces. If you're holding on to someone, he could easily give a penalty. So it was important that we kept our discipline and we got over the line just as well. Yeah,
like the crowd was unbelievable. Like I really enjoyed working at the match and seeing the Bohs fans over the far side for the first time, and we weren't sure if they were going to allow Rovers fans on that side. They did, and it was almost like half and half, and it was just like a great ad for football, even though the 11v9 was probably crap for 60 minutes. But for you as a 22-year-old who's just in this league for the first time, like, have you ever experienced anything like that here? I know you watch games abroad, but you probably never played when you were in Sunderland or on loan in front of anything like that.
No, that was something else, to be honest. You could hear the Bohs fans well, unbelievable. Even in the warm up, they were non-stop. But no, I've never played in something like that. 6,500 was it?
Yeah,
6,500. It's amazing, like. And again, it just shows what the league could be like overall, like any other games as well. Like, so it's it was massive. It was to play. It was unbelievable. It puts that added bit in your stomach, like, and it was good. It was really good.
Yeah. Now we have a little video of the Bohemians players doing a celebration after the game here. James, have a look to your left there. Danny Mandrew running over, and you can just watch him now. He's just about to get going for the fans. There he goes. And Trevor Crawley, the Bohs assistant manager, very clever, warmed you up right in front of the away fans.
Yeah.
I know the outfield players, I know you were in the goal, but then also took the warm down right in front of the away fans, who had to stay behind for security reasons, and they were able to cheer you some more during the cool down.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. They've travelled everywhere we've gone this year, so it was just a thank you there with Dan Andrea there, and a few of the lads did it as well. Like, it was they love it. Like, you can see even like the celebration there, it's quality, like, and it's just a thank you for them, because we're putting in performances for them, like, and don't want to send them home unhappy, especially with a derby, like, so they're going home buzzing, and we're all buzzing as well, to be honest. So it was really good.
Yeah, it just looks unbelievable as well. Another clean sheet for you, James. I think it's 4 goals conceded in 12 games. Is that right? So 10 clean sheets. Last night was the 6th clean sheet in 7 games. So, like, that's just your first time as a League of Ireland player, and keeping so many clean sheets is amazing. Yeah, no, again, I'm not thinking about clean sheets and stuff. I'm thinking about performances, but because obviously the result is the most important thing. As you saw, we were actually hard done by up in Dundalk. Like, that was probably the best we played this year, to be honest. Actually, it was the best. I had nothing to do, and obviously they got the penalty with 95th minute or whatever, which is stung us. But if we play well in the forwards, this is me personally. If I play well, stuff like that will follow. So that's a bonus. But it is. Looking at it now, it is. It's our first run of games as well. You see, I was nip and tuck over playing for Sunderland 23s. It was in one week, out the other week, and it's not great.
I needed other games. I went to Darlington, of course. A couple of Rovers fans actually reminded me of that last night before I went in. But again, I didn't have the right mindset at Darlington. I must have played about 7 or 8 games, and I actually did that right. But for me to get these now, I think it's 12 games I played on the bounce. It's making me grow in confidence, and it's making me get my confidence back. Because when I first came in, I was a bit nervous, and I wasn't trying things that I normally do. Like I'm a keeper that I like to dominate my box, and I don't. Even last night, there was a couple of balls like set piece. I thought I could come there, but I didn't want to get in too trouble. So again, like I'm growing in confidence, and the clean sheet are a bonus, but it's the performance the main thing for me. And it's not just me as well. The lads in front of me have been unbelievable. I don't want to be naming names, but like Finity, Cornwall, even Aaron Barry came in last twice. He's been quality, and you're lucky to be left out of the squad. And there's defenders there who aren't even getting into the team. Like quality, they can play in any team in the league. So it's good, but again, like we're not just going to nod off now because we're second, we're 5 points from over, second in the league. It's a good start, and that's all it is. And I know it's a good start. It's 12 games, still a lot to play for. Like we've still got to play Rovers twice. We've still got to play most teams 3 times. So we're gonna go again. Like,
yeah, I love just like the strength of the area of the pitch that you're playing in. And I know yourself and Niall Corbett at the start of the season were competing, and I know Niall has left the club for work reasons. But like you mentioned, the centre backs. At right back, Derek Penry came back in last night, the captain. Andy Lyons has played a few games this season, done really well. On the other side, Darragh Leahy's playing. Paddy Kirk has been playing. I don't think Paddy Kirk even made the squad last night. And you've got then Keith Buckley sitting in front of the back four, and you're going, any of those players who've played have done such a good job to allow the likes of your attacking players and your magic men to go and affect the game in the other half. And I think if everybody knows, because you're defending so well, like last night, 1 goal,
we get a chance
and you win a match, which I'm sure is something that you guys have worked really hard on.
Yeah, exactly. And them lads you mentioned there, they want to defend. Like it's like we take joy in defending, which I know some defenders, not in the league, but most defenders, some want to be ball players, and they think they this and that, and they can see the goal, they win probably 4-2, and they'll be happy with that. Whereas like we're going off here buzzing, like we've kept clean sheets and stuff like that. So it's again the lads you mentioned there, like they're all that, like they want to win games, they want to keep clean sheets, they want to defend, they want to do the hard stuff in the game, which to me should be natural. It should be everyone should be doing that, but obviously you have players who don't. And again, like you said, it gives the lads up the top freedom, the likes of Dallin Mondreo, Wardy, Diddy, Kevin Valley, the wingers, Granty, like it gives them the freedom. And again, we had the quality, enough quality to score as a goal. So again, it's quality. The lads have been, like, I love working with them, like, and that's the way it is. Like it's been a while since I had defenders like that, so it's good. It's good. It's amazing, to be honest. I
can see by looking at you how much you're actually enjoying.
Yeah, playing. No, I'm lovely. Yeah, and it's it's overall, even training with Benno, the Keith, Trevor, everyone. It's the club itself. It's just amazing. Like, and again, we're not training tonight. We're training tomorrow, but I just can't wait for that. Like, and that's the way I was before when I went to England. So to have, I came back last year, I was thinking to myself, I wasn't even thinking about football. I didn't want to play football. I was thinking to myself, what will I do with myself in terms of job, boys, and like my career basically. And to get to where I am now, like is like we lost to the doctor. I think it was 3 days. So I was in work and stuff, and I was good, and I was coming home, and I couldn't get out of my head. And that's how much it means, that kind of way. And I know it's a way to the dark, but how well we played and stuff like that. So, and even this year, like, we went down to Cork. I was poor personally down to Cork. I know they're struggling now, and we look at that and we say that was a chance, like, like that was another. If we get down there and have an off night, like we would have been really, really, really well. Even though we've had a great start, but again, we're trying to build on more. We're trying to build on everything. Like, we have to play everyone in the league now.
I think by karma, because you used a bad word, right? Your microphone has stopped working. Thank you.
Yeah, perfect.
Technology, yeah. So I suppose that shows, like, and I WhatsApped you last night after the game, and then spoke to the Bohs media manager Luke to make sure it was okay to chat to you, and you were like, I'm not going to sleep tonight, and I WhatsApped you quite late, like maybe 11 because I didn't want to talk to someone maybe if something hadn't gone well in the match, like, and you're saying how the Dundalk match and the Cork match and whatever like affected you for days. And that's something that, you know, footballers and coaches have to live with, and fans too, that it is dragged around the city with you everywhere you go, win, lose or draw. It affects everything you do. Yeah, no, definitely. Obviously this is nice today. Obviously the result last night, just getting, it's my birthday as well, so there's a lot of people messaging me and a lot of people congratulating me on the win and stuff, so again, just, it's not all going to go like this. Obviously I wish it did. We'd be flying if it did. If the first 12 games, if every game were like that, we'd be laughing, but just got to be times where like the Dock, and I think that shows character, to be honest. How sickening that was down the Dock to be the better team, lose 1-0 by a 95th minute penalty, which is any football, I'll tell you, it's the worst feeling ever, and especially if it was outside the box. Yeah. But people look at that and say, that's Bohs now, that they're just going to fall down now, they get out the UCD, they'll probably draw, people say last night we get hopped off Rovers and this and that, but that shows you the group, like with UCD, we started slow, but once we turned it on, we could have beat the UCD by 4 or 5, like. Yeah. And that's the capability of the group, like. And then obviously last night was a great result, and a really good performance, first half especially, but that shows the character in the group. So again, there's going to be hopefully more good days than bad days, but there is going to be a couple of times that like the Dock, it's going to go against us, and it's football, it happens to everyone, but once the fans stick with us, we'll work hard as ever, like. So I'm trying to do my maths now. Yeah. You were born in 1997. Yeah. Does this make you 22 or 23 today? No, I'm 22. Okay, happy birthday. Yeah, thank you, appreciate that. Very much happy birthday. So a great win last night, a clean sheet, and a birthday today. Yeah, no, it wasn't. And you've come in to me on your birthday? Yeah. I've recovered now after I leave you. I get ready for Friday, which again, there's another 2 games, massive. This just weekend? Friday, Monday. So there won't be any celebration tonight or today, or I might go for a meal later. That's about it. But is it harder for a goalkeeper, or easier for a goalkeeper, should I say, to handle this number of games? Because the outfield players are, you know, having to play Friday, Monday, or in the case of this week, Friday, Tuesday, Friday, Monday. And I don't think it's necessarily like a loading thing, because I think if the game wasn't on, for example, last night, Bohs and Rovers would have both done a very tough session, because it's early in the week leading into the Friday. Yeah. It's more so the time to prep and the time to rest, and obviously for the fans and the crowd last night, as we said, but you know, on Monday and Tuesday games. But for you, like playing Friday, Monday, Friday, Tuesday, or whatever it is, does that like add to your fatigue, add to your mental stress or whatever, or are the games great? Obviously the outfield boys will tell you, they'll say, you're the keeper, you don't do anything, but it is it's heavy in the legs. I've never did as much kicking. There wasn't as much last night, obviously we had 9 men, they had 9 men, so we kept the ball a lot, but usual games I must have 20 odd 30 kickouts, which is quite a lot. But it's more mental than anything else. It's when you get home, it's draining. Like last night I was buzzing, like my mind was on overdrive, like I was that concentrated in the game. So it does take it out of you. Only keepers will tell you that it's mentally draining, but physically I do be fine physically. I want to work. Benno will tell you, keep the time. If you train today, I'll be trained today. Like I want to work as much as I can, but for the outfield players, it's different. They can't go full on because they'll end up dying by the end of the week. But especially Bucko, he just fucking runs around. Yeah, and the debate as well, of course, about goalkeeping training versus outfield training, which one is tougher as well? No, you've just kind of answered that question. Yeah, no, it's different. No, I wouldn't say it's tougher. I'm talking about games wise, but goalkeeping training is very tough. It's different, but it's tough. It's a lot more up and down. It's a lot more, as I would say, physical, but it's just technical as well. But it's training. It's they're both balanced. But games, I'd say that, especially with the schedule, the ridiculous schedule, by the way, Friday, Monday, Friday, Tuesday, Friday, Monday, whatever it is. Yeah. For the lads, it's not easy for them, especially the lads on
Bohs, like we walk like some of the lads go to work now, like can't say bollocks, but they're tired, like. And you have lads who are at the full time, and they're coming into the clubs, and they're probably getting their cryo, they're getting ice baths, and they're stretching for an hour in the gym. Like it does make a massive difference. So that's, again, it's credit to us as a group to be where we are for what we do. Again, it's credit to the management team as well. Obviously, because when we do get in, the work we do in that short space of time is amazing. So, it's good.
Now, James Talbot, no more bad language, please. You're going to get me sacked. I was about to say effing sacked, but I won't, because I won't use the bad language. But sure, the odd curse in the podcast is fine. You're on the Off the Ball League of Ireland podcast. It's Jamie Moore here with the Bohemians goalkeeper James Talbot, and James did a really good interview on the 42.ie recently, and the headline read about his time in the UK. James left home farm in Dublin to sign for Sunderland in 2013. It's not a good place. People think you're living the dream, but you're not. Tell me more.
Yeah, obviously that was blew up really. That was actually after the Rovers game. The two lads. I didn't think it was going to go into actually front page of the little paper for the League of Ireland. I didn't think it was going to blow up like this, but it kind of did, and I received a lot of messages for it, which was good. Like it was nice, but no, again, when I was over, I don't want to get into too much detail because I did go into detail quite a bit. I was excited after the Rovers game, so I just kept blabbing on to the two lads, like, and I kind of got into detail a bit. But it was I had a tough couple of years in my last 2 years. So I was obviously there for 5 years. One of the main reasons was I was on my own, living in a flat. We were in 9 o'clock, finished at 12:15, half 12. I had to get into a routine where I'd go home, I'd nap from about 2 till 5, I'd go to the gym 6 to 8, and that, like, there's only so much, like, I'd even stay back till 2, 3 o'clock during the day and go home. Then I wouldn't come back to the gym because I had to do too much. There's only so much you could do, and it was just get bad habits and stuff. So it was it was tough, but looking at it now as well, I say to myself, could have done more in terms of education, in terms of courses I could look, but at the same time I look at it now and say to myself, if there's lads from 15, 16 going over now, you don't think like that at that age. Even at 17, 18, you're still not really thinking because you're playing football. So I do think, and this is not a dig at Sunderland, but I just think overall, because I know lads who are playing in England now at various clubs, I do think that the club should do a lot more for the likes of lads, because, for instance, I was let go. There's lads like let go before me. They go home and like it's just, oh, thanks for your time. You're great, whatever. And that's it. Like, it's, you're back sent home to Ireland to play in what they say is a poor league.
Yeah. Which is very annoying.
Which exactly, it's, yes. And as I said, it's just players over here better than the lads that we played 23s, but that's another thing. But where was I at there?
Just about when you're told you're not being retained and you're just sent back home. Yeah,
like, exactly. And the lads, they come home, we had no leaving cert. You leave school at 15, you finish out your last year or whatever, and then if you don't, like, some lads come home, they can't. Luckily enough, I got picked up by Bohs, but there's lads who can't even get a club.
Yeah.
So they end up just going out football, and they end up working in a factory or something. And it's, from what they could have been, from what they were potentially, and everything, it all just goes like that. It goes crashing down, and it shouldn't be like that. And I know, like, now it's getting to a stage where it's been highlighted more that you're better off staying, doing your education, doing what you want to do, and then moving. I know a couple of lads who could be going to England soon, but they're actually staying to do their education and stuff like that. So it is something that I think needs to be looked at more, because you do, when you're on trial, you get brought to the best places. You get brought, here's whatever it is, when you're over in Sunderland, Newcastle, it's,
you're sold the dream.
Yeah, exactly. And it is. Don't get me wrong. Some days it's amazing. Like I've had a great experiences, but a good chunk, a good percentage, you're not living that dream. And as well, when your mind's all right, you don't go to the trail enjoying it like I am now. Where I'm looking forward to trail. There was times I was going to trail, just go through the motions, just get training done to go home. And when I was getting back to the flat, I was just like, what am I going to do for the day? Like I'd go back in. There was times I'd go back into the academy three times a day. Like in the morning, I'd go home, come back in the gym, come back in, just to fill me time. Like, and I know you can do stuff, but again, like I went through there. Like I know you can say like, well, why would you do this or why would you do that? Like it is something now. Like I know I'm only a year or two older, but I look at it and say, you should have said something. You should have actually went forward more. You should have been more productive. But again, you don't think like that when you're that young. Say that young, 17, 18, yeah, you're living on your own and stuff like that. And of course, like I was living with Dan Casey, as you would know.
Yeah.
When I was with him, it was different. It was we both, like if he had a bad day, I'd pick him up and give him a slap. If I was having a bad day, he'd come in, come on, we're going somewhere, or we'd do something. And that was a big loss to me. But there's lads like that over there now. Like even living with people who are still have that mindset and stuff. So it is tough. But I wouldn't be rushing into flying over. If I was someone going over now, the next year or two, at a young age, I'd make sure the right people are guiding me too, and I'm going to make sure what's set in place and what the plans are, because it is massive. Because it's when you go over there, you're over there, you're on your own, like basically.
I wouldn't give Dan Casey a slap because he'd probably batter you.
No, we've actually had a few fights, to say the least.
Oh, friendly fights.
Yeah.
So you play for the 18s, 21s, 23s, and it's in a period in Sunderland, and if anyone has seen the Sunderland Till I Die Netflix documentary, it's in a period where the club is just mental, with relegations, different managers, different chief executives, fans protesting, etc, etc, etc. But you're trying to get a career as a professional goalkeeper at the club at a time when it's chaos, which like I'm sure there's some stories there and lots of opportunities as well where you've had, you know, really good days and played well and trained well and been with the first team, and we're going to speak about Jordan Pickford in a moment, but just that time at the club must have been like incredible to live through given the chaos around you.
Yeah, eventful. Obviously there's a few things, obviously the players and stuff for the first team that got into bad light without naming names. It's quite low, so, but like I have mates over there who are fans, who are die-hard Sunderland fans, and the pain they went through, because Sunderland brought in players who they bought millions, like they paid millions
money.
Yeah, exactly, and they paid millions for, who come in and they didn't really show the jersey the respect that it should have been shown, and for them to go down the leagues was tough on them, and it was tough for me because like I'd want to wear the shirt. I would have did anything to wear the shirt to play, to get opportunity, and there are regular lads who didn't have that, didn't have the effect and stuff like that. And there's lads there as well, players who've been released when I was there, who again probably had the similar quality, who weren't getting opportunities. But no, the city it goes a bit dark when the football isn't up to its standards, I suppose, because it should be a Premier League club. Obviously,
told you it'd fall off your lap.
I know. Obviously, I think they're third now, to be honest, third or fourth. They didn't have a great result. They drew the weekend, so I'll be keeping a close eye on them. But I think they have to go up this year, like with the budget and the players they have, especially with losing the Czech Trade trophy. But once it goes up, if they come back to the leagues, like the fans, you see, they're getting 40,000.
Yeah, it's the same as Leeds. You're going, get in the Premier League, massive club, massive stadium, and you'll see. And like, that's the worst thing about a footballer, is to go through the motions, to be a professional footballer. And you know, there were players at that club and lots of clubs going through the motions, picking up their money, half training, half playing, and thinking they're doing their stuff, and it's just so annoying. But one man who didn't do that is Jordan Pickford, who's the England's #1 goalkeeper. You played with him at Sunderland before he moved to Everton, of course. Tell me about playing with him and training with him, and the story behind him saving a penalty in the World Cup and you being out of contract, sitting in a pub eating a chicken fillet wrap?
I don't know who I said that to, but that
Were you not eating a chicken fillet wrap?
Oh, I was having lunch, yeah, but it was just insane. I think it was on my story or something like that. And somebody screenshot or something. But social media, man, these days. But
so the story, anyway, you and Jordan, who's now like playing in the World Cup, and you as a kid were training with him a lot and being able to watch him.
When I went over there, he was he's only, I think, 3 years older than me. I went over there and you can see straight away his qualities. He's mad as a brush. He's a confident lad. He knows the qualities he has, and he's shown that throughout. He's England's number one. I know. He's at big clubs at Everton. He play every week out. His distribution is unbelievable. Shots up, and he's quality. But I couldn't see him at Sunderland, to be honest, being long. And to be honest, he was only in for Sunderland when he started playing. It was less than a year that he actually played first team. I was out there, so people look at that and say he probably should have been given a chance before that, because they had Vito and Pantilimon, but he was underneath them absolutely flying. He was always going to go on to bigger and better things. No disrespect to Sunderland, he's a Sunderland lad born. He'll tell you that himself. You can see by the way he is. But no, he was quality. And for me I think it was his debut for Sunderland. You know, the FA Cup they played down the Emirates
against Arsenal.
Yeah, I was involved in that squad, and I was watching all. And like for him to go to there to where he is now is just. It's remarkable. It's down to him. He as much as people say like he's mad or whatever, he walks the bollocks off, and he's a quality lad as well. He's great to me and Casey. So no, he's still someone now I look up to, as well as Kieran Westwood. When I came into the club at Sunderland, he looked after me well, and he even to the day, like, he still texts me, and it might just be a little text to him, but to me it means something. And no, it's good, but he's flying from where we were when I was 1 or 2 behind Pickford. For me to be walking, play part-time football, basically full-time balls, but for him to be England's number one on whatever money he's on, I look at it and think, could I be doing more? I could have not, but it's the way football is. And again, I feel like I'm doing well again, so I'm happy where I'm at, and I'll work harder to get that, because I've learned things off him. In terms of, like, I remember there was a couple of times in training, like when I used to go off to the first team, and the likes, I don't want to mention names, but like, a couple of the saves or something would go astray, or just even to the keeper's left or something like that, and you'd have a couple of the foreign lads
having a go at you.
Yeah, having a go, yeah. And it wouldn't mean that in terms of, like, to them, even if they just moved their legal fee, but to us, it was a confidence. It was like, geez, you'd be nervous to hit the next ball. Like,
you want the older players to help you.
Yeah, exactly. And I remember,
I'm sure you get a boss.
Yeah, I remember Pickford saying to me, like, fucking blast the fucking ball, fucking.
Will you stop cursing? You're going to get me in trouble.
Sorry, yeah. But I remember saying to him, like, just like have confidence and
smash it.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I remember saying that in session once, and I was since then. When I was going over, I was just I had that confidence about me. And something like that, something so small, I'd say to you, just have the confidence to do it. Like, it doesn't matter if you mess up like that, and something so small will stick with you, like at that age. So no, it was good.
Lastly, you're working as a postman and playing football with Bohs. Now, football with Bohs is not really part-time, because you train 3 nights a week, plus you play your match, plus you're in at the weekend, and so on. Yeah. And like a couple of other League of Ireland goalkeepers, including Dean Delaney of Shelburne, you're up at the crack of dawn to go and deliver the post to the Dublin City.
Yeah. Postman by day, part-time footballer. But I'm actually off. I hope me back just before the day before the game. I hope me back. So I wanted to make sure I got that right in terms of the next 2 days. Yesterday before the game, I was getting physio during the day. I was stretching out in the pool just to make sure I was right for last night. And today, I was just easing off, and I'll be back in tomorrow. So yeah, no, it's tough. It is tough adjusting at first. You're up at 5, especially me. I know the lads you mentioned there, they're probably postmen now about 20 years, so they probably have it. They're handy.
They're used to it, yeah.
Yeah, because people say, well, it's handy. The hours are great, but it's not like I'm a spare man, so I'd get thrown on left, right, centre. So it's not the best. It's not something that like I look at and say I want to be doing, because if I didn't have football, I'd say to myself, I just don't want to just be a postman. So in the next few weeks and stuff, I actually want to sit down and say to myself, what do you want to do? Because I know with a postman you get a pension and stuff like that, but like, one, I want to give everything to football, and two, like, if I didn't have football, I'd say to myself, what do you want to do? Because I wouldn't want to just be a postman. No offence to the lads who are not postmen, by the way, there's some great lads in the job, but I'd want to actually do something that I enjoy, that I want, that I'm interested in, because I'm, as much as they say it's handy or whatever like that, but it's not something I want to go in and deliver post to. Like, again, no, it's not any offence to the work and stuff like that. So no, it's all right for the time being, and I'm keeping my head, and I'm doing well in terms of football, so it's ideal.
Yeah, and I'm sure full-time football is something you might try and look at again, maybe.
Possibly, yeah.
The Bohs fans don't like that.
No, I'm sort of. I'm hoping Bohs go full time in the next few years, but it's like, I'm loving my time with Bohs. Like, I'm absolutely, from the fans, from the management, from Benno. Like, Benno's been absolutely quality with me since I came in. Like, I wasn't too sure when I came in because I thought I was going to be mad rusty, goalkeeping trainer and stuff like that. And he's been absolutely top draw with me. But it's not something that I'm looking at saying, I want to go play full time football. I want to concentrate with football, but at the same time, I'm in a position that I haven't really been in, so I'm putting performances because I'm loving football.
Yeah.
I don't like, I'm not going anywhere, by the way, but if I was going to go somewhere, as in, like, the way people are saying, like, or whatever, like, it's not always like pretty on the other side in terms of
the grass isn't always greener.
Yeah, so it's like with Bohs, like, it's such a buzz. Like, I'm proud to wear a jersey. Like, I'm proud, like, about everything, from the fans to the management, from anything. So it's something that, like, I don't want to leave anytime soon. If anything, so no, it's something. I do want to play football too. I would love to be a full-time footballer and give everything I have, because I'm just turned 22 today, so I'm still quite youngish for a keeper. I still feel I have more to give, by the way, in terms of performances, in terms of distribution, everything. I still feel I have more in me to go. So, but it's not looking at to go somewhere to play full-time football. It's building with Bohs, it's building with Benno, it's building with Keith Trevor and the club. Like, so that's where I'm at the minute.
Great stuff, James Talbot. Thanks for coming in. Well done on the clean sheet and the top goalkeeping, and happy birthday.
Top man, appreciate that. Thank you.